wasn't too different from Japanese, though.
Yeah,
right?
basically. I wrote down king for a day, fool for a lifetime. Gaijin smash! Can I get an English job? So some poor fucker's like, Gaijin smash! I'm taking advantage of these fuckers. My life will be amazing. And then he wants to live there. And then he starts teaching English. He's like, yikes, I'm stuck.
Why are you describing our lives like this, Chris?
Brand it, baby. Oh, you got it. It's not us 100. Whoa, watch out. It's not us 100%, though. Because I didn't even take advantage of the Gaijin smashing.
Where are the other fire hydrants?
It's up there.
Where?
Above you.
Damn it!
Go
another way, bitch.
Go there. No. What?
I'll get to it. Wait, where is it? You said it here.
You went the wrong way.
Great.
I think there might be one up at the top.
Chomp, chomp!
Chomp, chomp. That's what I say when I'm licking my girl's pussy.
Chomp,
Chomp, chomp.
Ah, no!
Yeah, you saw it. Go, ramp up and then ramp back. Yeah, chomp, chomp, baby. Okay, now,
1-5.
go to the very tip top. Go up the ramp,
I don't know if I got the momentum.
The memo. There it is.
Gotta be.
Superhero.
Hey!
Lizard guy. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, shit! Overtime.
So for me, as a guy, I think back and I'm like, damn, I wish I would have kept developing that skill I had when I was younger, or stuck with something. You know, you take piano lessons, you're like, man, if I'm 30 years old now, if I knew when I was...
parents' fault. They were just like, just do whatever. It's like, no. You knew I couldn't just do whatever.
I was a competition. Best 2 heats out of 3.
Heats? I'm still a young lady.
So, what?
I'm not in heat yet.
So...
I mean, menopause.
So, but you know, you think like if I had just played piano since I was 5 years old,
Yeah.
I'd be great now. I could get all this fucking pussy. But then I was like, do women do the same thing? Like, damn, if I'd started selling my body when I was younger, now that I'm 40, I could have had so much fucking money.
Nah, they don't.
Or like, damn, I only did porn twice in college. I wish I really would have done it for another 10 years and then coasted the rest of my life. You don't think they
There
think...
really is no reason for women not to do porn. Unless she's just not hot enough for it. There's this weird Japanese site where... I guess they have... I'm staying here. Damn it! Why does the Grim Reader get so hard, Chris?
We gotta bump up our stats. Over time. So what were we saying? Weird, is it called Gaijin Pot? Oh no, you got 2 more heats. Oh, we're in a nice place.
Next heat. It's like, I guess a porn site for people that are not attractive. The girls and the guys, it's like, alright, you're not pretty enough for real porn.
There's one
We're
guy...
just gonna get railed by 20 weird guys. It's really weird.
There's one, like...
Oh!
I think it's called Osaka porn.
Uh-huh.
He's a real lanky motherfucker. And all the girls in his videos are ugly. And I'm like... I think it's Osaka porn. But I'm like...
Japanese guy?
Yeah. I'm like, did you just feel more comfortable talking to them? Or were they cheaper? Like, what's going on? Because they're all ugly. They all have really weird faces.
Of course, there's no ugly Japanese.
There's a lot. And they all think they're better than me. Ooh. So here's a Japanese-related complaint.
Okay.
I think you'd agree with me on this.
I ain't agreeing to shit. Go ahead.
So I get annoyed. This is Japanese YouTube channels, but I think the Gaijin do it the same. But they explain Japanese, but it's really unimportant stuff.
Ah, right.
What's the difference between Kanojo girlfriend or Kanojo she?
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're studying Japanese, you don't need to know anything about this other than the fact that it means both words in English. Like, you made an entire video about that, and you feel like people are gonna learn Japanese from your one word. Kanojo means she and girlfriend.
This took my Japanese study to a whole new level. So you just hear Japanese people in a conversation. I'm like, I didn't hear Kanojo in there. Right, bitch!
Oh, ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, and then here's another fucking thing the Japanese are coming up with. There's a new thing. Oh,
We be Eliza.
you lose. There's another thing I noticed. There's something called that they're doing lately called, well, not called anything, but it's our Japanese are cold-hearted.
I seen that recently too.
It's in the last 2 weeks that these videos are popping up, and my boy, why Japanese are so cold-hearted, starring Nobita from Japan. His I couldn't. It was so bad. I couldn't finish his video. It was like, me and my grandma were walking when I was a boy. She fall down.
Yeah, I think I seen a little bit of
Nobody help her. So I think to myself, are Japanese cold-hearted as a 4-year-old boy? Yeah, sure you did, fucko.
A whole nation. Okay, just go describe a whole.
But is this their way of people finding out the Japanese aren't the
You
best
think it's
people?
going deeper?
So they're like, oh, well, we're our new thing is that we're cold-hearted. Oh, that person wasn't rude to you. We are just cold-hearted.
That could be like a little. Like, we can't just say, we just can't say that was just a piece of shit guy.
Right, yeah.
No, we're actually a cold-hearted people.
Yeah, like if you're like, yeah, I lived in Japan for 10 years and nobody would be my friend. Oh, we're just cold-hearted. You gotta understand that we're just cold-hearted.
Cold-blooded. There was like this is like I don't watch this guy, but it's an unorthodox guy. So he's like a Japanese guy.
Yeah.
One of the tattooed up, cool looking ones. Apparently he lives like in New York.
Oh, okay.
He's married to a black chick.
Ooh, their kids are gonna look fine.
Alex on he's really cute, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm like, that's a cute kid.
Here, leaving a message. Show me more pics.
And so he was like, hear my story. And I was like, I'll watch that later. So today I was like, oh, let me finally read this shit.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna tell me something interesting.
Yeah.
Because he looks more down to earth, so maybe he'll like tell me some real shit about Japan.
Yeah.
And so but he still had that traditional Japanese fashion where even the bad stuff he says, he'll still say, well, maybe that's just a Japanese thing. So for example, he was like,
yeah,
I think my dad really loved me. My mom was vegetarian, and when she was pregnant with me, my dad was like, I want my boy to eat meat. So he forced my mom to eat meat, who was a vegetarian. He's like, yeah, he's that kind of strong man. I was like, no, that's a little weird, but okay. And so then he was like, yeah, wait, hold on, what's the good one? The typical, like, my dad never said he loved me, but maybe that was just his way of saying he loved me.
Yeah.
But that's regular dad shit.
Right.
Hold on, there was a specific one. Oh, he was like, then my parents got divorced, and my dad left.
Really?
And he never gave her a lick of child support. And my mom had to work because we were very hungry. But I guess my dad was just, kind of trying to teach me how to be a man. And I was like, wait, so your dad left.
Yeah.
Gave you and your mother no money.
Yeah.
Your mother has to struggle to raise you by herself. And you still, he's like, oh, I guess it's a Japanese thing. Like, no, your dad's a piece of shit, man.
Right, yeah.
It's not a Japanese thing. He's a piece of shit. Stop it.
Yeah, but they always try to spin bad things.
They're the biggest bad thing spinner I have. But then, if you ask them one question, they'll change the subject because they know it's bullshit.
Right? Yeah.
You'll be like, "So what about this?" I'm like, huh? No one ever asked me a question before. They just assume that, like your thing, it's so crazy.
Oh,
it must be true.
Right? Yeah.
What's that? There's a corner up there.
Sonic.
Did you like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Chris?
I don't remember it. I remember there was some women with colored hair.
I know what we're watching next.
Get their place.
You
Downtown.
Two is
Pussy
not a
so
winner.
wet, I'm about to drown.
Ooh.
Should we amp up our board or some shit?
Oh yeah.
View games, game options. Quit.
Two is not a winner. Three nobody remembers.
I remember.
There's actually combo moves, left, right, down.
What is this, Street Fighter? Profile. I don't.
Hall of Fame.
I don't know. Badges. Guess we're not buying new gear.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, I guess it's a Japanese thing that my fucking parents got divorced. I thought you guys were known for not getting divorced. But yeah, I've been seeing this shit lately, and I'm like,
Where's this cold? You're gonna start hearing in your schools. I'm just cold hearted. So cold.
okay. This is another Lawson story. Hope you guys are ready. Lawson, what's wrong with your employees? It doesn't matter age, gender, race. The last time that I had a weirdo was an old man. This time was a hot young girl. I tried to touch her across the counter, but she wouldn't let me. Nah, okay. Let's see. So she puts my food on the counter, and I ask for the fried chicken from behind the glass in a bag.
Get that fried chicken.
I say in English.
The
The red chicken, please. One red chicken. Shopping bags. So she comes back with the chicken and goes, "Would you like a bag?" I'm like, I literally just told you, and you said yes. I literally just said fried chicken and a bag, and you said okay. So I'm like, yeah. So then I put my money in like the little money tray.
Oh shit.
So I put. Hold on, that was kind of funny. So I put my money in the money tray, and then I noticed like the credit card thing lights up, and I'm like, that's weird. Does that always happen? And she's like, credit card, dozo.
You were paying with your card?
No, I put the money in the tray. It was in the tray. Jump it. And then she's like, your credit card. So I just point to. I'm just like pointing at the money. I'm like, this money in front of you. And she's like, oh, and then she's like struggling. I always get the people who struggle to put the food in the bag. She's like, whoa. beer up, beer down, bento upside down. And
There has to be some conspiracy. I think this only happens to you, man.
you never get the baggos,
I never get
the weird baggers.
they
2 or 3 parkers. So she's like, fucking. And I wrote down, which at 7-Eleven, they fucked this up so badly before that I actually had to put the food in the bag myself. They were like, they couldn't open the bag, and then they're like, so I was like, I'll take this. Thank you. You can try and put the bento in. I'll put the rest in my bag. Don't worry. So I get the bag, and I'm looking in, and I'm like, can I get some chopsticks? And she's like, chopsticks? Whoa, sorry. I'm like, oh, God, okay. So then I go back the next day, and everything's fine. I get my order. It's all right. And then I get home, and I open it, and they put chopsticks, a spoon, and a fork in. And it's like, could they...
weren't going to take no chances.
But it's like, you can just ask me. I come in here every week.
Gosh, I'm not just some stranger.
Like-
How many of me are really coming in here? Let's be honest here.
But I just thought that was funny. I was like, oh, chopsticks. I'm like, and a spoon? I'm like, and a fork? But it is Lawson. It's, well, I said 7-Eleven suck. They all fucking suck. But I think Lawson just has the most weirdos.
When will I get my Matsuri?
They're going hard on Japan's stuck closed. Like, everyone's just like, we're done with Matsuris, we're done with concerts. They just gave up. I was talking to one of my private students, or no, not private, but older students, and he was like, he was telling me at his work, they're not allowed to talk on lunch break because of Corona. That's so fucked up, isn't it?
Like outside?
No. Like when they're on their lunch break, their company said you're not allowed to talk to each other because of Corona. So we can sit next to each other and eat, but we're not allowed to talk.
Are they eating lunch in the office or outside the
I
office?
don't know. He's kind of weird.
I
But yeah, like, I'm like, that's really fucked up to just say they're not allowed to talk to each other.
Chomp, chomp!
But yeah, with the Matsuri thing, I'm always asking, they're like, I think due to Corona, maybe it's closed. Did any other country stop doing their stuff? Like, Japan does everything else but Matsuris. What is that gonna do?
Yeah. I think I've still seen tickets for concerts being sold.
I think they have a few concerts, yeah. But
limited
seating or some shit.
limited seating.
But I think you're not allowed to stand. I think you have to sit in a chair.
I don't know about that, Malachi.
Like, I saw a picture where everyone was just sitting outside in chairs. I'm like, this is really weird. But it's like, I don't know what that's gonna do.
Also, prevent me from wearing my kimono and my yukata.
No, you can do that whenever you want, man. Everyone wants to see you in the yukata.
And I will wear the fudoshi.
What is it? Fedora?
Fudoshi, the weird underwear.
With the elephant trunk?
No, not that.
You have one of those though, right?
Of course.
Uh-oh.
I had to wear one when I had to get my surgery. They're like, you got your fudoshi? I'm like, I could just put my underwear on. Like, you will put this on fudoshi. I'm like, what? Why?
Is it comfortable?
I guess it's easy.
Can you show me a picture of it?
I guess it's easy access to your dick. So, fundoshi.
A fundoshi. Is fun the kanji for minute?
Just that kind of underwear.
The sumo underwear?
Well, that's not really.
Alright, can we play a couple more and then go to fucking Bomberman?
Oh yeah, then you wrap it around like I'm like you have to do all that work. Let me just wear my underwear.
There's so many steps.
I think we'll start wearing them though. God, the good days back in the day when guys would just wear underwear. Okay, there you go.
Looking good. Oh, let me restart that. I was distracted by this naked.
Excuse me. I was distracted by this beautiful man. What's your name, nigga? Tom. Now in here, Tom's really sexy. Mocha skin. You're supposed to be striking the kids.
The scared straight one. What was it? The Chris Hansen thing. That was the beginning of that, right?
Well, I'm not here for little boys.
I'm not here for little boys. I'm here for the man. Was there ever what was that show called? To Catch a Predator?
Yeah.
Where someone came in, he's like, this girl's only 15. He's like, Yeah, I know. He's like, right on, brother. You cream pie that bitch.
I know, I'm gonna be the first to crack that open, am I right?
He's like, why'd you think I have these cameras set up?
You thought I brought cookies for a grown woman? She won't accept that kind of date. God damn.
Is there anyone that he catches and he's like, they're easier to deal with than women? He's like, but yeah, but you know it's illegal, right? He's like, I don't want to deal with any more bullshit in my life, Chris Hansen. But
She thinks I'm cool because I have my license.
but not a car. He pulls up in a rental. You ready to go get some movie and a popcorn?
Am I not turtly enough for the turtle club?
Am I not pedo-y enough for the pedo club?
I know some of y'all here today because y'all think jail is cool. But see, y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. Ain't cool about jail, nothing. Ain't nothing. I've been here 10 years, and I ain't never getting that. I ain't do much, just kill somebody. Like a nook ain't have it coming. See, y'all think it's just about us.
Stop looking, Chris. Just listen.
Alright, one more and then we're done.
Designed to keep niggas down, and y'all wouldn't know nothing about that. What about you, little nigga? You know about that?
Yes.
Bikes!
You know about that? Tell me what you know about that. Tell me what you think about that.
Prison industrial complex.
That's where's the Tom part?
You don't want the politics part?
See, because I want you to like it. Tom is the type of nigga.
Oh, yeah.
So I ain't let that nigga kiss me or nothing, but I did tell him. Ass out, nigga, I ain't gonna lie about it. But that's what the man's oppressive system did to me. Now me, I'm more of a romantic type. I'll still rape you, but I'll definitely stroke your head lovingly when I do. See, because I want
Tell
you to
him.
like it. Now you don't have to like it, but I'm sorry, I was distracted by that fine right there. What's your name, fine? Don't think
What's your
that's
name?
Tom.
Okay, now let's talk about Tom. Tom is the type of nigga that gives us wet dreams up in here. Medium brown, soft features, Tom in his shape, but still soft and squishy. I like to put the jelly inside my ass. Then put some of this peanut butter on top of it. I call it a peanut butter jelly and sandwich. Tom here will be calling it lunch.
Alright. Tom, here be calling it lunch!
Don't drop the soap.
Our last one.
Samurai.
Where did I go wrong?
Pro score!
Close. Good. You drink the coffee? Yeah.
I thought I raised you kids better.
What's up with Brett? What's he doing? 100,000?
That's how many push-ups he has to do. Yikes.
What is the fam doing? Where's Michael? Where's Brett?
You know I don't talk to them like that.
Bullshit! Show me your messages.
Daddy, I love you. Alright, Bomberman.
Yeah, let's do some Bomberman.
It's too hard. It's too hard to concentrate because unless you want to get all the no-skate sets. All right, we'll beat it next time, folks. We'll beat it next time. It's fucking killer music, though. And our awesome character.
Super Famicom. They better have the characters I like.
It's just a fucking wibbly wobbly guy. Now stop. And
Konami.
Toonami. Hexadrive.
Which is like waters came out.
My balls explode.
You know you can make a guy squirt out his balls. What? You know, you just gotta... Quick match!
Can I get a ball massage?
1v1 now.
Calm down.
Alright, I'm gonna try to befriend somebody. I want them to see that I'm not gonna put bombs in their vicinity, but we need to team up.
Oh.
Shamo G! Should we download Fortnite and just get killed by a bunch of kids? Can you bring me one more, Chris?
One more.
German.
We got Hans and we got Louis.
Oh, Louis. What are you talking about?
I just have 2 Germans in it. Hans and Louis.
I'm talking about the German I got.
Just 2 Cuban Germans, man. 2 Cuban.
Shit.
It's pretty good.
That's good. It's from Yamaya.
Is there any Ukrainian beer?
I got a lot of shit. I gotta go back. I learned that. I heard about him. You see, you gotta trust the Ganjin sometimes, Chris. Sometimes they know. You trust me?
Yeah, right. Wait, what are you talking about? Trust who? For beer?
The Ganjins for information.
They ain't got my information.
You gotta.
They're all fucking terrible.
You gotta start hanging out with the Mexican boy.
I tried. I offended him. And I think I know what it was. I called him a Siesta Sam one night.
What, to his face?
Yeah, I was like, "Hey, Siesta Sam, get over here." And he's like, "What the fuck?"
How did this even come in? How did this conversation come into play?
I just started calling him Siesta Sam. Nah,
Siesta Sam?
I didn't. What's the difference between a siesta and a fiesta? And a fiasco.
That's a pretty good damn question. That's where we've been streaming so long. It's just like, hey, nah.
What do you even say at this point?
Blah blah blah. Annoying manosphere shit.
I hate Japan. I hate foreigners. I hate Japan.